the men 45 to 49. Full field. They're handsomely bunched. When they come around the starter, will fire the pistol. That'll start the racing. Sprints every 10 laps. One more time. We got a rider off the back. Speed up. Speed up. That's a better looking bunch. And they're off. 80 laps. 394 currently at the front. Blyfus. And rider 453 brings them down to the pole. That's Pat Warner. They're currently at 23 miles an hour. Speeds will increase. I can guarantee you that, ladies and gentlemen. 77 laps to go. .76 laps to go, a little less than a mile remaining until the first of 8 sprints. Sprints will occur at 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, and 0 laps to go. .75 laps to go. And it's Warner in the pole again. Tommy Robles out at the front. .74 laps remaining in the race. 1K to go until the first set of points as 394 comes across the line. Stephen Blyfus. Three laps to go. Two laps to go. Now we've had an attack coming into the bell lap. They're already at 34 miles an hour. So Stuart Grieve of Australia picked up the 5. Looked like Ben Sharp got in there for 3. We'll get you the full point totals here momentarily. There you go. Grieve 5 points. 442 Sharp 3 points. 439 Rupp 2 points. 4:36. Robles, 1 point. All other riders are currently tied for 5th place with 68 laps to go. So currently, rider 409, Stuart Grieve of Australia in the red, is 1st place with 5 points. 67 laps to go. 67 laps to go. And we've got an attack being led by 421. That's Ted Michaels of the United States. Took 3 riders with him. Robles pulling it back together with 65 to go. .64 laps to go. 1K to go for points. 421 at the front, Ted Michaels. Warner at the front again, 28 miles an hour the pace. Two laps, 500 meters to go. 29 miles an hour the pace. Warner tightening the thumb screws as they come into the bell lap. 31 miles an hour the pace. And it's sharp. And it looked like 438 getting in there as well. Diego Rossi, that was a 35-mile-an-hour sprint, ladies and gentlemen. 59 laps to go. .427 pushing the pace at the front. Colby Pierce, last year's silver medalist. So 442, Sharp picks up 5. 453, Warner picks up 3. 439, Rupp picks up 2. 427, Pierce picks up 1. Your point totals with 2 of 8 sprints completed. First place, 442 Sharp, 8 points. Second place, 409 Grieve, 5 points. Third place, 439 Rupp, 4 points. Fourth place, 453 Warner, 3 points. And 2 riders tied with 1 point apiece for 5th, 427 Pierce and 436 Robles. 56 laps to go in the race. .409, Grieve at the front again, 30 miles an hour. .54 laps to go, 1 kilometer until the next set of points. .53 laps to go. Got an attack. I think that's Carl Baumgart. Pierce going with him. Colby Pierce off the front, 52 laps to go, along with 393 Carl Baumgart. Baumgart and Pierce just ever so slightly off the front of that field. As they come into the Bell lap, Colby Pierce, last year's silver medalist, already going at 33 miles an hour. And I believe that's Ben Sharp. Nope, that's Warner Pierce. Another rider, and Baumgart picking up the 1. So Warner making sure Pierce doesn't get too many points. 49 laps to go. So it was 453 Warner, 5 points, 427 Pierce, 3 points, 448 Typen, 2 points, 393 Baumgart, 1 point. It's 48 laps to go, 2 kilometers until the next sprint. New point totals with 3 sprints completed. First place, 442 Sharp, 8 points, tied with 453 Warner. Third place, 409 Grieve with 5 points. Fourth place, 427 Pierce with 4 points, tied with 439 Rupp. Sixth place is 448 Typen with 2 points. Seventh place is 393 Baumgart with 1. 46 laps to go. And Baumgart on the attack again, 45 laps to go. "11 kilometers remaining in the race, but more importantly, 1 kilometer to go until the next set of points and the halfway point of the race." Tommy Robles tied for 7th with 1 point. 43 laps to go. Baumgart absorbed. Pace is 30 miles an hour. "42 laps to go. Warner pushing the pace, 30 miles an hour. Pierce behind him. There's the bell. Warner's got him at 31 miles an hour. Colby Pierce gives it a kick. This time, Pierce will pick up the big 5. And it looked like Alejandro Acton of Argentina picked up the 3. That was, again, 35 miles an hour at the sprint. 39 laps to go, and Robles rolls off the front. That was the halfway point, ladies and gentlemen. 40 laps in, 40 laps to go, and a new rider has come to the front to push the pace. So Pierce, Acton, Orjuela, and Rupp picking up 5, 3, 2, and 1. 427 Pierce, 390 Acton, 424 Orjuela. So, and 439 Rupp with 1 point. So your point totals with 4 of 8 sprints completed. First place, 427 Pierce, 9 points. Second place, 442 Sharp with 8 points. Third place, 453 Warner with 8 points. So that's a tie for second. Fourth place, 439 Rupp, tied with 409 Grieve, both with 5 points. Sixth place, 390 Acton with 3. "35 laps to go." Warner at the front. And we've had a counterattack. 4 laps, 1 kilometer to go for points. 422 on the attack. Michael Miller of the USA. "33 laps to go." 410 at the front, Darrell Hemingway of the United States. "32 laps to go, 8 kilometers remaining in the race, 500 meters to go for points. 420 at the front. Jean-Philippe Marais of France. Field is going 31 miles an hour. Coming into the bell lap. Warner at the front again, and it looked like 404 looking to contest the sprint this time. Obviously, I didn't see that number correctly. Warner pushes it, and it's 414 picking up the 3. That's Jen Kogur of Japan. Another 36-mile-an-hour sprint. 29 laps to go. In the 5th sprint, 453, Warner picks up 5. 414, Kogur picks up 3. 394, Blyfus picks up 2. 390, Acton picked up 1. And we got 422 off the front. So, first place, 453 Warner, 13 points. Second place, 427 Pierce, 9 points. Third place, 442 Sharp, 8 points. Fourth place, 439 Rupp, and 409 Grieve with 5 points. Sixth place, 390 Acton with 4 points. Seventh place, 414 Kogur with 3. 25 laps to go. Rider 422 building quite the lead, Michael Miller, with half a lap lead on the field. 403 now looking to get up there. Heath Dotson of the United States takes 3 riders with him, including Colby Pierce. And Warner has made the selection. Split in the middle of the field with 23 laps to go. Miller off the front and 7 chasers. And then there were 8, so 8 riders off the front of the field with 22 laps to go. Includes rider 421, Ted Michaels of the USA. So Warner and Pierce have made the selection. Those are the top two in the race. .439 in there as well. Martin Rupp. So at 20 laps to go, it's going to be Warner, Rupp, Pierce, and I think that's Acton. We'll get that for you momentarily. Six of 8 sprints now completed. We're looking at 19 laps to go. So in that last sprint, 453 picked up 5 points. That was Warner. 439 Rupp picked up 3. 427 Pierce picked up 2. And 390 Acton picked up the 1. So Acton in dark blue. 17 laps to go. So your new point totals with 6 sprints completed. First place, 453 Warner, 18 points. Second place, 427 Pierce, 11 points. Third place, 439 Rupp, 8 points, tied with 442 Sharp. Fifth place, 390 Acton, tied with 409 Grieve, both with 5 points. Seventh place is 414 Koger with 3 points. .14 laps to go, 1 kilometer to go for points. Hemingway at the front. Warner at the front. Two Argentinian riders at the front, stringing things out with 3 kilometers remaining in the race, 500 meters to go for points. 438 leading out Acton. That's Diego Rossi. Here they come into the bell lap. Rossi, Acton, there goes Warner. Warner up and over the top, Pierce with him, and it looks like Sharp in there as well. So it's going to be Warner, Pearson, Sharp, and Acton picking up points. I've been informed that rider 427, Pierce, has been relegated in that last sprint. The relegation was for moving outward with the intention of forcing the opponent to go up. 8 laps to go. So 4 riders off the front. Warner, Sharp, Acton, Pierce. So in that last sprint, 453 Warner picked up 5 points, 442 Sharp picked up 3, 390 Acton picked up 2, 430 Pico picked up 1. So your new point totals: Warner with 23, Pierce with 11, tied with Sharp, Rupp with 8, and Acton with 7. 5 laps to go. 10, 6, 4, and 2 on the line in the final sprint. So Warner looking unassailable at this point. Baumgart up there. In addition to Baumgart, it's 4:03. Dotson, Heath Dotson, in that select group at the front of the field. 1 lap to go. Here's the bell. And Acton coming to the front. Acton currently with 7 points. He picks up 10. He goes to 17. Pierce behind him. So Acton picks up the 10. Pierce looked to get the 6. 22. 42. Sharp. So Warner has 1. Okay, so there you go. Acton 10, Pierce 6, Sharp 4, and Baumgart 2. And I believe it'll go to Acton. And there you go. Warner first place, Acton second place, Pierce third place.